My name's Sean Gathright, SeanGathright. I was born on October 20th, 2005.
You just gotta stand for whatever goes through. You got to, because then you got niggas like this who cry. Look at this nigga, crying, weeping like a bitch. Yes, I'm gonna call him a bitch. You wanna know why? Because you was tough that night. You was tough that day.
Crying like a bitch in court.
Look at this nigga crying and shit.
Nah, bro, nah. See, you don't get to do what he did and then sit there and cry about it when you get hit with the consequences. Nah, bro, you a gangster, you a killer, right? Nah. You don't get to do that and then sit there and cry like a little bitch. Yo, this is Sean Gathright, right? This is one of 3 niggas that just got convicted of murdering Julio Fulio in Tampa, right? Now, what's crazy about it is that he the only one sitting there shedding tears, but this is the shooter that did the most. If you look at the Julio Fulio shooting on tape, because it did get caught on camera, this is the shooter that got closest to the car than anybody. Julio Fulio was in the passenger seat. Sean Gathright was outside the passenger window. I don't know what he was shooting with. It might have been a Drake, whatever it was. He needed 2 hands for that bitch, and he was letting it off. No. You wasn't shy out there on the battlefield. You wasn't crying out there on the battlefield. You don't think if they had got away with it that he wouldn't have been in the club popping bottles of Don Julio and all that goofy shit they like to do to mock Julio Fulio? Come on, bro. No. You did what you did. You hopped in the whip. You took a long ass trip. You had every opportunity to turn around. You had every chance to tell your homies, nah, I ain't with it. Nah, y'all do this one without me. Anything, right? But you didn't have enough nuts in your sack to tell your niggas that you ain't like that. So you went and got yourself into some bullshit this is a fucking suburban kid. He not from the trenches, right? This is not some Chicago, some Detroit shit. This is a suburban kid. Good life, good family, come from some money, right? Come on, bro, nah. You a fucking follower. And you followed these dumbass niggas right into a life sentence, maybe a fucking needle. Who knows? You crashed out. This is the face of a nigga that know he won't be around for GTA 6. This is the face of a nigga that sit here, look at his face. You know what he thinking about right now? He thinking about all of the shit that he didn't think about before he hopped in that whip. I'm telling you, that's the face of regret.
Look at his fucking face, because he's been tough as hell this whole time, and now there's tears. There's tears coming out of his eyes.
Don't cry now, gangster. You live a gangster's life, you get what a gangster get. That's no sympathy and that's no love.
This is putting in work. You went and slid on your op and killed him.
So I just wanted y'all to know that this is the other side of the game right here. That look you see on his face, all of that regret, everything that you can imagine that's going through his mind, all of the good, beautiful shit of life that he know he will never experience again. This is a boy right here that will probably never get pussy again, right? What? I mean, he not having no conjugal visits up in there, right? Imagine that. At 20 years old, you will never, ever have pussy again. That's crazy. That's crazy, right? But once again, though, it's all about choices. Now, I kind of sympathize with him a little bit because he only 20 years old, and I know me personally, at 20 years old, I had a million opportunities to fuck my whole life up, right? So I know what it's like to be young, stupid, and impulsive, and short-sighted. Short-sighted. I know what that's like, right? But at the end of the day, man, you took a life. I can't sympathize with you, bro. I can't feel nothing for you. You took a life, dog. And if he had got away with it, he wouldn't have been sorry for it. Nah, man, you was happy about what you did. Nah, you got to take that on the chin, bro. Straight up. So I just wanted to let y'all know, man, this is the other side of the game. You probably don't see it that much. You probably don't hear about it that much, but this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. This is the other side of the game, all right? So anyway, y'all, I'm Stereo Mike from the Stereo Crew. Make sure you lock me in. I'll be back to talk to y'all later, and y'all stay safe out there.